I don't know if they know it, but we have a deep hatred for Sacramento. A few years ago, our game was called off, and Sacramento had smarks and smirks at us. So we always show out in Sacramento. A lot of it's from spite.
We love playing that rivalry.
I just make sure that my voice is good to go, because I probably only got a half to use it because it's going to be gone.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming.
Yelling and screaming and chanting.
And we feel it's our responsibility to give the guys the energy.
There's something about the supporter culture that is just fantastic.
Oakland Roots, to me, it's just culture and sports. Some of my family members were original Black Panthers, so like the culture of Oakland is something I'm very familiar with in my family. It really just embodies the Bay Area. It's inspiring.
When you meet someone from Oakland, it feels like you've known them your whole life, even if that's your first time encountering them. In my opinion, it's one of the most diverse places in the universe.
Roots stems from, coming from different places, our culture, our history, our past, and kind of meeting into one place.
Oakland will accept you and will open our arms to you, and that's what makes our supporters group very unique, is that they're very diverse and they're going to be with you no matter what.
And for everybody to come together and partake and support this team that is really about Oakland, it fills my heart.
My name is Jorge Leon, president of the Oakland 68s. Before the Roots, there was a team called the Oakland A's, and we were drumming and waving flags there. We thought, why not just get organized and become a supporters group in baseball? So then we came up with the Oakland 68s.
We wanted to bring that soccer mentality to the Oakland Coliseum where the A's used to play. We were like the first supporter group in Major League Baseball, and then when the Roots were established over here, it made sense just to bring them over.
They reached out to me when this thing was a napkin idea to get that off the ground, and so it was no doubt that we were going to support that.
We are all from Oakland, the East Bay, the Bay Area. We support anything and any organization that is all about Oakland and that's community-based, and that kind of represents our values.
Our mission statement has always been to preserve fans of Oakland sports and involving the community as well.
My name is Angela Boricua Tirado. I am the voice of Forever Oakland. This group started in 1999 by two people. Unfortunately, our godfather Grizz passed a few years ago, but we are still keeping the legacy alive. His mission is to make Oakland better first, and then he changed it to make others better, and then he didn't stop there. He wanted it to be a global reset. We have to take care of everybody.
We want to do something different. We're going to be focused more on the East Bay community because they need the love, and for us to team up with the Oakland Roots, what I see personally is that they're the only organization that wants to connect with the fan base and want to connect with the community. We all want the same thing, to make Oakland better, to keep Oakland clean. Why not just get all of us together? And that's what the Roots have been very supportive.
My name is Jorge Bejarano. I am the founder and president of Los Roots. My good friend Juan and co-founder of Los Roots, he invited me to one of the Roots games at Laney. I had no idea that there was a team playing there. Us as big just Oakland supporters of any team from Oakland, we decided to give it a chance.
I saw on social media that there was a professional soccer team called the Oakland Roots, and so I brought it up to a group of friends of mine. I was like, what's up? There's this team in Oakland, let's go check it out. Following Liga MX, I already knew where I wanted to sit was where the porras at, where the SG section's at. From our first game, sitting in the SG section, man, we got hooked.
When we created Los Roots, that was the full intention of creating a home for the Latino community. And very quickly, it just gained momentum. And now, as people have realized that there is this home for Latinos, we just get crazy waves of people just showing up, mainly to represent where they come from as well.
It feels really good to have started something that other people in the Latino community also wanted to be a part of.
My name is Jeffrey Bashir. In Roots culture, they call me Jefe. I am a co-founder of the Homegrown Hooligans. It all started back when the Roots were still in NISA. 3 or 4 of us went to the first or second game of the season, not really knowing what to expect. It was a vibe. We all had a blast and just kept going the rest of the season after that.
That first game that we went to, they had a mariachi band in the back and everybody was going crazy. I absolutely was like, this is the spot. I fell in love with this. I'm gonna be here every game, and pretty much never missed a game since then. Homegrown has always been something that's super close to me and my co-founder, Jeff. We decided to figure out a way to incorporate Homegrown into what we do at the Roots games, which is have a lot of fun, talk a lot of smack. I'll stand in the front with the megaphone and, you know, try to yell and scream at folks and try to get them involved. And that's why we decided to go with Hooligan as well. I want to have a spot for people to enjoy coming to a game, being able to get their stress out from the week and, you know, yelling and screaming and chanting and just having a great time.
The atmosphere that we have in the stands, as well as what the team puts out and the ownership, it's unmatched.
It all starts hours before the match even starts.
If you're my co-founder, Steve, game starts at 7, he's probably in the parking lot at 10 in the morning. He might start having breakfast in the parking lot.
Get there around 9 or 10 a.m., tailgate, music, food, like a potluck style.
Tailgating is a huge part. It's part of our DNA.
We cook for people, we set up a bar for people, we bring out a live DJ, and when we just try to keep like a positive energy throughout the beginning.
And then when it's time to go in, you just party the whole time.
Coming into games, we'll bring all our flags in, play the drums, get everybody hyped up.
And then we have our chants that we choose to march in with. And then once we make it into the venue, we all make a circle, and then we do a couple of chants.
Get as loud as you can, get the crowd going, and that's my favorite part about it.
I'm usually just a guy who's getting everybody hyped up. For a while, I was the face on the ticket, just yelling. You could almost hear it through the picture.
At a game, I turn into a different person. I kind of take on a different persona. I have like a piece of headgear that represents one of our strikers. I had a Viking helmet for Otar Magnus Carlsen, Colombian sombrero last year for Anwar Pelaez. This year, I've got a wig for Johnny Rodriguez. So I try to be as loud and as charismatic and as welcoming and open to anybody and everybody that shows up.
My energy is 100% on the drum, in the game, keeping that high tempo beat and showing them that we're here too. We got your guys' back.
High stakes in El Paso. Winner moves on to the next round. It's USL Championship playoff soccer headed your way. Here is Bokila. Out it comes and in it goes. And that is it. Oakland Roots SC has come to El Paso and ended the Mountain Division champion season.
So the first year in the playoffs was when we went to Orange County. We just beat El Paso from Jeremy Bokila coming off of the bench, one of our favorite players. I was like, well, before I go to Orange County, I can't go down there without something to feel like I'm a part of this team. So I called my buddy up and I was like, dude, I need a tattoo of this crest. So I went to the shop, hung out with my buddy, and I got that done on our trek to Orange County. We were in Orange County with about maybe 70, 80 of us.
After a long season and not knowing if we were going to be in, the moment was it's one of my all-time favorites as a supporter.
It was epic. I wish that they didn't call Paul Blanchett off his line, because I don't think he was off his line.
And now it's Ronaldo Damas to send Orange County into the Western Conference Final. Damas, and it's saved by Blanchett. The flag goes up. And it looks like Damas will get to kick this one again. Blanchett came off his line early. We're at it again, Damas, Blanchett, round 2. Does he go the same way? Damas to send Orange County the Western Conference Final! Orange County is moving on! Pandemonium here at Championship Soccer Stadium. The Oakland Roots players, a tough way to end this one.
It was a beautiful experience, one of the best feelings that I've had, and that was our first big away game. Ever since then, we've tried to do as many away games as we can.
Rivalry games are always huge for us. I think SAC has been a huge one just because of the history.
The inaugural matchup between these two sides. Jordan McCreary has tied it here!
A dream here for Oakland! And they win the first ever season series in the NorCal Derby. Magnus Carlsen scores! The points are shared.
Absolutely brilliant. The Republic are looking to get 3 points here at home against the Roots for the very first time. Sacramento Republic have their biggest advantage against the Roots.
NorCal Derby starts with a bang. Northern California belongs to Sacramento Republic.
Jasiel Cedeno. Oakland's first win against Sacramento since October 6, 2021.
Having the support from the fans there, it's great, and it just makes it easier for us out on the pitch.
Being away from home is still kind of being home because they travel well, so we try to perform at a high level whether we're home or away.
I mean, the players have came up to us plenty of times and they say, like, we hear you guys, you know, like, don't stop.
It's empowering. It makes you feel like you can't lose. It makes you feel like you can do anything and gives you confidence. And even if things don't go the right way, we know that they're going to be there.
Our first season in USL, we had a couple players that we really had a good connection with, and in that first year, we talked a lot of smack, and Derek Formella came directly up to us when we first met him and said, oh, so you guys were the ones that were talking smack in the stands. He actually scored a goal against us, and in one of the games against Sac, he runs over to the stands holding his ear at us, and we actually came up with a song for him that year when he came to the Roots. We try to do a lot of players' chants, because we like to make the players feel like they're welcome here. And I always tell players when they come here that they're fam forever. At the end of the games, players would grab the megaphone from us and start the Dale Dale chant. It's just as long as they feel what we feel. I think we're doing our job, you know?
They've showed up for us in big games and big moments, just like when they were there for my dad.
Please join us in a moment of silence to honor the life of Alejandro Diaz.
I was back home for that match. Being able to see in the stands where they showed like a banner with my dad's name. Oltar scored the winning goal, and he holded up my jersey, and I congratulated him after the game and thanked him for it. And I remember the message, he was like, your dad took that ball straight in. I just bursted out crying and stuff. It was huge for them to be able to do something like that, obviously in a hard time.
But I can't imagine going through something like that and then still having the heart to show up, to see the fans go out. They made a tifo for him. I remember when they pulled it out. I think it hit home to see that Oakland kind of came out and about and just like showed all their support towards Memo.
It was pretty special just to see, obviously once I came back, it meant that much more playing for them, you know.
And just the fact that the players come out and they greet you, that's a wonderful thing. They know that what they're doing is because you're here. They're here to support you, just as we are supporting them.
Oh man, the city of Oakland means so much to us. We're Oakland through and through. The people are amazing. We will always fight for it. As long as you keep loving Oakland, we'll love you back.
This club means so much to me. With all honesty, I think about 90% of my time is dedicated to the club. It has just become this huge family for us, you know? But I think the entire organization of the Oakland Roots is what truly means the most to me specifically.
It's really special for me to be able to play in front of my family, friends, and community week in, week out. It's a dream come true, really. Very accepting of everyone and always looking to have a good time and support us positively throughout the season.
We've become more than an SG. It's really like a family. A lot of people think that we're related. They ask, oh, you guys must have grown up together. And it's like, no, we've all met each other here. Roots have become like my everything, basically.
Obviously, when you play in a USL game, it's not easy, but having that support that we have, no matter if we win, lose, draw, whatever the case is, they're going to be yelling throughout the whole 90 minutes. So I think we're very lucky to have them, and without them, it'd be hard for us to go out there and perform on a weekly basis.
I feel like a soccer team can't function without them, right? We need the support from them, and they've been great to us.
I will take anything else that I have to do outside of being in the stands just to be in those stands. It's my getaway. It's my home away from home. I get to go in and be my crazy, wild self, and nobody looks at me different. There's just something about Oakland, and you don't get it anywhere else, and that's why this place is just the best.